It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions under the lights on Monday night.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're off.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Goff on 1st and 10. Sheds off a rusher. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Laporta with the grab. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throw complete to Williams. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They bring the tight end in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. It's Goff. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And And the Patriots get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's the pistol snap to May. Finds his man. It's DeMario Douglas. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a New England first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're set up at the 35 now. May on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. To the air yet again, May. Brought in by Hooper. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain, tackled by Jack Campbell.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Going play action, May. Bails out of the pocket quick. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
May now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Greg Reynolds to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. They're out and set, first and 10. They bring their tight end left. Off play action, Goff. This one falls incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now it's second down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
To throw again here, second and 10, it's Goff. Able to find Wright. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackled by Keon White there.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Goff. He has the first over the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running it with David Montgomery. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hold on.
From the 47. Pass complete to Gibbs.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, here's May. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that one won't flip the field at all. It's down just beyond the 40-yard line. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All right. right, set now, 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 28. Hits him on the out route. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st down throw from Goff. The throw is caught. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again, it's Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots back on offense late in the 1st half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for May. Forced out to his right. He can run it. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They kick the running back in motion. To the air on 1st down, May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
May trying again here on 2nd. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. May now from the gun. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
From the gun, it's May. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They've got first down from the 31. May looking to throw. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Patriots out in front. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
May on 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
May now to throw on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They go play action with Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The New England offense running out now. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
From the 48. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Trying to work quickly now. Here's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a New England first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They've got a man in motion. Throwing is May. Caught by Diggs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To the air yet again, May. He'll get this to Henry. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's the Patriots with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead to start the fourth. Third down, 1 yard to go. Tight end gets it running forward. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
They're now set for 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. Almost the completion of the wrong team there. So it's second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. It's May. Quick slant complete. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Reynolds with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Lions offense returning to the field. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Pass complete to Gibbs. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Goff on 3rd. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. He puts everything behind this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Operating from the gun. Oh, he lost the football! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Patriots holding a 10-point lead. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delayed game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. They want him again, and he goes down again. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's May. Hauled in left side. And he gets this forward to the 19. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Reynolds with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a step.
And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Stevenson with another carry. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. May. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. May throwing for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here.
The Patriots will avoid point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well, there's a reason he's playing defense, because he couldn't quite corral that one, but in the end, it doesn't matter. He still does the job and denies 2 points.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Goff on 1st and 10. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the close.